Good evening, everyone. You are watching Capping TV. Tonight we have LBTF Elite sXe versus Sailor Moon. This is week 2 of season 17. I am Caleb, and casting with me is Ire.
How you doing tonight? I'm super excited to see more elite action. We've been covering this all on Capping TV, and we will continue to as the season goes on. But yeah, the Argentinian showdown, sXe versus Sailor Moon. Two really exciting teams. Like, really gonna be vying to see like who is the probably the second seed, honestly.
Yeah. To clarify, is it sXe or is it sexy?
I've just
I'm
been saying
I'm leaning
sXe.
toward just calling him sexy. That's just me.
I don't know if Mitch will be angry at me, so I'm gonna go with sXe.
All right. I'll choose the lawful option for now.
For now.
For now, we'll see how I feel in 20 minutes. But what do you know about these two teams, Ire?
Uh, well, they're definitely probably the two like penalties of the league. Obviously, both big Argentinian courts. We can actually run down the lineup. So on SX's side, it's going to be Hasten and Nas on the scout, Zeta on the demo mat, Nas and Eclipse on Roamer and Pocket respectively, and Psycho on med. And then on Sailor Moon, we've got Yup and Luna on scout, Pocket Soldier by Roamer, Oichi, Demo Man Lemon, and then Dakwas on medic.
Amazing. Sounds very exciting. I like a lot of these aliases.
Yeah, they got some good names.
I don't know which one is my favorite. Godulian? That's really good.
Good Julian, yeah. Is that someone else or just not starter? But ignorant American here.
Yes.
I'm gonna be seeing maps tonight. Gully Wash and the second is Sunshine. Had to look at my phone.
Yes, Gully Wash and Sunshine. Hopefully Gully Wash doesn't go too slowly. I have hope. We all know Gully Wash can result in some super fun stalemates all the time. Everyone's favorite map to cast. And then Sunshine tends to go pretty fast. I don't know. I'm very excited. I want to see what these players can do. I've seen very, very little of South American TF2, so I want to see what they got.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping that if I watched Sailor Moon was against Taste the Secret, and maybe it was just because they were playing Taste the Secret, but they were playing super passive, super scared, and I really hope that they kind of shake that play style in this match because they definitely have skill. Like both these teams have a lot of skill, even if SSXE is probably the favorite going into it. But when last I watched Sailor Moon, they just played passive. They were really scared. Like it just felt like they were able to flex the skill. Did happen. So especially on Kalifash, I don't want to see the another like 20 minutes of holding last.
Yeah, that's not ideal. And honestly, what you bring up is probably the biggest problem I see on teams in general, anywhere in the world, is just individual skill is always there, and the possibility for cohesion is there, but teams get really anxious. Teams get start doubting themselves, and they when you start playing scared, it's a recipe for disaster in TF2. You can give up so much ground, and when the other team senses that you're not confident about your play, it just lets them take advantage of it.
Yeah, yeah, it's the difference between playing to win and playing not to lose.
Yeah.
Looks like we should be going live soon. Sailor Moon just had their game crash. So it'll be a little bit, but yeah, I think looking at the season, SXE definitely favored going into the match. But we could see anything here. Sailor Moon, no pushovers by any means. They are in the Elite Division for a reason. These cores have historically existed, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm very, very,
And
very interested. Also,
I think
this is
definitely
a.
some.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
keep going.
No, go.
Um, I'm like your mic is I don't know, for me, just on my end, it's like cutting out intermittently.
Oh, I'm sorry if that's going
That
on your
might
tree.
just be me though. I don't know.
All right, but regardless, yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting for the players in this. I was told Hasten probably gonna be one of the players to watch. On that scout, a class that maybe not as dominant on Gully Wash as he is on other maps, but Sunshine definitely gonna want to see the play from all the scouts or players leaving the server for
I guess
you'll see it.
I guess they don't want to play anymore.
Not again.
They're playing very scared right now.
They are. Oh, but yeah. I don't really know what to say here. I think I don't know. What do you want to see on Gully Watch? Like, I think you want to see the soldiers really perform. You know, I think the demo men are gonna be
I am
probably one of the biggest difference makers, though.
I am personally a really big fan of Gully Wash. I think a lot of people these days have kind of turned against Gully Wash.
All the
Um,
Zoomer man.
yeah, it's all the Zoomers, man. Um, but I think Gully Wash, even though it has a tendency to stalemate, when teams know what they're doing and are really coordinated, you can do some really, really cool stuff on Gully Wash. Um, it's like the flanks are really wide open, like the big door area. Like it's feasible to push through big door, it's feasible to push through choke, and like it's not a scout dominated map, which
Hmm.
in today's TF2, just like giving scouts any room is just like they're going to dominate the whole thing. But Gully Watch isn't really like that. Soldiers are really powerful, demo men are really powerful, but scouts can still do a lot of work, a lot of
Yeah.
cleanup work, and I don't know. I like the mid. It's a bit unusual with just like the
Hmm.
points sticking out. Um, and but like you can underneath the point you can see through like beneath the point and you can come up the drop down. I love the drop down. I love seeing flanks through there.
Hmm.
And just in general, I feel like there's a lot of clever stuff you can do on here. I mean, we've been playing Gollywash for so long, so
Yeah.
everyone knows
Yeah.
it. It's one of the classics. Um, but a lot of teams struggle with it still, especially on pushing
Hmm.
last, and that like 3-2 stalemate. It's
Yeah.
teams just like don't know what to do, but hopefully that can force some creativity.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, it's almost like a less extreme Gully granary, and that's like very explosive class centric, but and you have those potential for really low stamemates, but I think it's just a little less uh I don't know, just choky. You also
Yeah,
don't have yard.
yeah, I think Granary is a decent comparison. Just with like yeah, the explosive classes being favored on it generally. And I'm the kind of person who also kind of likes Granary. I don't like. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's clarify. I don't like playing Granary.
You
I like
don't?
watching
Granary's
Granary
fun.
sometimes. Whenever it like, I think teams do a lot of creative play on Granary. Um, and that's kind of my favorite thing to see in TF2 is just teams coming up with new ideas of how to push things and how to make advantages happen and capitalizing on advantages that you normally wouldn't perceive as an advantage. Like I love when teams
Hmm.
work on positional advantage rather than just waiting for we have to have Uber, we have to have these like really really concrete advantages or else we're not going to do
Hmm.
anything. The TF2 I like to watch is when teams kind of take matters into their own hands and create advantages rather than waiting for them.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's one thing that's whenever you're watching like a high level of play is always stick out is you don't need the magnitude of an advantage to like capitalize on. It's like the whole thing of if you watch a top team, you can see them capitalize small Uber advantages or one or even just like advantage, which you don't really see at like lower levels of the game. Kind of what separates it in my mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just team cohesion in general is what separates uh, the lower divisions
Yeah.
from the higher ones. I mean, even when you go into like the middle divisions, that's when players start getting really mechanically advanced, really, you
Mhm.
know, like there are players in divisions that aren't the top division that are extremely mechanically skilled and can hold their own against like players in the top division. But the difference as to like why they struggle sometimes is due to the fact that this is a team game and you have to be able to play as a team, and that means like talking, calming, and also maintaining a positive, conducive mumble atmosphere. That's something that I think a lot of teams struggle with, especially when they're playing from behind, is just a tendency to tilt, a tendency to go silent
Yeah.
or to get mad and not, focus and play their game. And the teams that are able to not do that, in my experience, even if they don't have the most mechanically advanced players, are the ones that come out on top.
Yeah. I mean, it's like mindset, and I guess the whole thing is it's not a skill you can just grind. Like you have to, you can't just go into a server and grind mindfulness for 10 hours.
We're going live.
Oh, we are. It is the countdown. We're going into the first round, Gully Wash. First map between sXe and Sailor Moon in this map. Let's see if any of the one they're much faster than the other. I don't think so. No one going for any cheeky fast rollouts either. As we're just gonna see some standard just trading spam across the audio straight up drop down. Gonna find in the blue choke. Trading with Yum. Nas going down as well. 2 for 1 on the side of Sailor Moon. It's a good start for them. We got medics flying all around. He's juking and jiving. He lives. So Dosplex managing to hold on to his life and win that mid out with Sailor Moon.
Yeah, I mean, what you were talking about earlier about being worried, about them playing scared. The first thing I saw on that mid was Luna just rushing the enemy choke and just
Yeah.
putting that aggression onto Zeta immediately. And so, I think that bodes really well for Sailor Moon coming up
Yeah.
as they're capping second, audio goes down, and
Yeah.
there's a big high bomb from, who is that? One of the soldiers, but he's coming in, and the Uber is popped. From Red, Sailor Moon, and they're going to catch out Zeta here. So the demo pick can be pretty big. They're probably going to catch out Gordulian as well. He goes down from the scatterground of Yup, so they could turn this into a last push very easily. Psycho does have Uber,
Yeah.
but I think if they can just force that Uber out and have a really, really good post-Uber fight, a repush, or they could just go right in, I guess.
They're just gonna get the
Uber
point.
is
They
popped.
got so much
Nas is
caps out.
dead. The Uber player's just standing on the point, but yeah, their push is going to be held off for now. A little hasty, but I like the attitude.
Yeah, and even just losing that push, they're gonna gain themselves a new Brad with Docs getting out A-OK. Just chilling and choke with his scout buddios. And we'll have to see if SSC can actually take sec. They're pretty slow on it. And losing Hasten them back to lat. So now it's just gonna see if Dosplex, this time with Uber advantage, can make the push work for his team. Gun only just going up by the right spot. Well, it's probably not gonna be able to do what they just step on the gas pedal.
They don't see this trap from Zeta. Okay, so they're in. Okay, so he's putting these stickies out, but here comes the push right in. The Uber exchange coming in. That sentry going up from Nos, but it's going to go down, and immediately just the cap time 1-0 in favor of Sailor Moon. I love that play. Just go straight to the point.
Cap
That's
point.
the objective. Get it.
Yeah. I will say this is something I've seen in all the South American TF2 that I've been watching recently, is people really struggle with putting like the cap pressure, especially on maps like Gully Wash, and that's just what this game's about, capping points. But again, look at this scout aggression. They're straight in. You have to back off, but you see it. They're taking a trade with Bite, but then that's 2 frags with sXe as well, including Dosplex. A much stronger mid for them this time around. Only losing Gordillion at the end of that.
Yeah, full wipe there from Sailor Moon. So not having the same luck on this mid, but I think it's okay. They played that like relatively aggressively, and they're still holding their own. I don't know why sXe is not taking the ground right now. I mean, they have this huge wide open area that they can just take for free because they have this huge Uber advantage, and they could be pushing this already into last, but they waited a while on by choke. Not really sure why they did that. But so now they're posturing towards River. They want to see if they can take the push in. Looking at the defense here from Sailor Moon, they have Yup on Engineer, and they have Luna on the Pyro. And here comes the Uber coming in right now from River. Zeta trying to focus down that River, that Sentry, but the Pyro doing so much work with the Air Blast, and he is going to be. Oh my God, the cap
again,
1-1.
They got so much cap time, and again, it's just everyone had to drop down as they could stop the point, but ended up just getting mulched one at a time as well. So 1-1, sXe will equalize in much the same fashion that Sailor Moon did. As we just see this first mid, again, Lemon getting there a little before Zeta, but not gonna matter too much, as everyone just been rolling up their side as well. I'll just point at that, but
did you see that air shot?
Nuke. Yeah, I did.
Yup, got destroyed.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a very convincing midway of sXe. Just Lemon up on 13 HP. Nowhere to be found. Oh, he dies so late, too.
Ooh.
That's really bad.
That does not go well.
sXe can actually roll us forward. They've got their demo man forward in lobby, but no other forward
it's just
pressure.
Like all by himself in lobby. He doesn't care. He's all the way up.
He's vibing. It's all good.
Straight vibing right now. And sXe appears to have adjusted from the first round, really getting their heads in the game and playing the game they want to play. Gordulian jumps all the way into water. They know he's there. The Uber is coming in once again. They're doing the same Sentry Pyro defense, but the frags are just not going their way, and Hazen is getting onto the point right now. And there it goes, 2-1.
Again, just point cap by sXe. And I think the key with that is they saw the demo man playing in water, but he had no one else playing with him, so he couldn't focus on defending the point, which is what you want to do when you're in that position. So yeah, just again, masterful point play from sXe. We'll get to the second round.
Yeah, so Sailor Moon is pushing out through Big Door. They take a lot of early spam, so their health is not the best. Audio gets the first frag onto Zeta, but trades for his life. Gordulian goes down to Bite as Nos is fighting. Bite kills him. Lemon takes down Elote, and the cap is appearing to go the way of Sailor Moon, so they're going to have the ability to push into second here. Both meds survive, so we're going to be seeing really the first
Lemon so far. How does he win that fight against that? And that's just kind of got left out to dry by his medic size. Lemon light to be alive, making a close range 1v1 with a scout with heat. As that's actually gonna try to re-push. This could be really bad. Oh, that's what's quite have the Uber has been popped off by sXe. Oh, he won't even have to use. That's really good.
This is a really good position right now for Sailor Moon. They have all the ability with this Uber advantage to come right in. They're trying to figure out what they want to do. I mean, if I were them, I would want to go in pretty quickly. You can get the momentum rolling really easily when you have that sizable of an Uber advantage. The point is already so much cap, but they're not really moving as of yet, rotating around to this Big Door area. You know, a load goes down to Audio. I didn't see quite where that was, and Yup goes down to Zeta.
How many people were walking on those sticks in Big Door, and they're so lucky? You don't deserve. Either way, they're gonna get second on the side of Sailor Moon, and just wait for their spawn, and looking to push this last. Psycho now coming up on his Uber. Nas is switching over to Heavy. I'm surprised we haven't seen more off classes, if anything. This is a class that's really favored to it.
I love Heavy. I think Heavy is fantastic for Gully Wash last. I like it a lot more than the Sentry Pyro thing that Sailor Moon was doing. That's not a bad idea. The Pyro is doing a lot of work in protecting the Sentry, but as we saw, like, that Sentry spot does not cover the point at all. So, you know, if you're going up against that defense, actually, here comes a soldier jumping right in. That's Audio trying to get the force, but doesn't get it from Psycho. He holds it, but then there's this guy coming from water.
You cannot let that happen.
And there we go, 2-2.
He just walked on the point.
A little bit unfortunate. Gotta watch water. It's a really, really easy way to flank. A lot of teams get caught out by the scout going through water, just jumping on the point. And here we go, coming to this next mid. I'm watching sXe, both scouts going the same way on the left. Gordulian and Audio trade as the first frags onto this mid. Bite is jumping up, but gets taken down. But Psycho is dead from sXe. So if Docklets can stay alive, do we have a pause?
Is pause? It is a pause, not just STV. Oh, the pause is shaping up to be such a close fit too. Look at this pipe that's about to whack Hasten in the face.
Moments before disaster. You can see Nos hiding over here on this little awning, and he's going to try to get onto Docleps.
Yeah.
They need to kill Docleps because Psycho is dead. This mid is not panning out well for sXe.
Yeah.
I think it's good, actually, that we were able to pause because this game has been pretty fast so far.
It has been.
Teams trading rounds back and forth. And I'd like to see some more controlled, calculated play from both of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic how I was saying how I like kind of like fast, aggressive TF2, but I think they would both benefit from just taking a second, grounding themselves, and be able to defend as well as attack.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about the last defenses from teams, but none of them seem to know how to deal with the pressure. And I bring it up again.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just like, they get so focused on their class composition and watching the main paths that everyone kind of forgets about water. Everyone kind of forgets about, like, the point. It's all about the mindset of we have to defend last, we have to kill the players, watch them come in, and, you know, we have to get the frags. But it's just that forgetting that objective. You got to cap the point. And if you let someone get on that point, Gullywash caps pretty fast. So, you know, if a scout just runs on there and you don't have a soldier waiting right there to shoot down onto the point, you're going to have a bad time and you're going to lose the round, as we've seen multiple times so far.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, I think a lot of last holds have to be kind of structured, knowing either preventing someone from getting. Oh, never mind. I'll stop going on my tangent because we are back into the action.
Did that pipe miss?
Did it miss? I didn't see.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. But anyway, Alo with a big flank gets Yup and Luna, so they have a chance to get out Docklets right here, and he does go down to the pistol of Nos. And so, actually, sXe managed to turn that around really, really good from them. I'm not really sure how Sailor Moon managed to lose that big fight, because it was theirs to take. You can see that little rap assassin ball being fired. No, please keep going.
No, it was weird, and I don't know really how they cheated. But either way, Psycho gonna turn this into a large Uber ad for SXe, as it looks like I just want to go straight into River. My HUD got broke because of the pause, so I can't actually tell if they have Uber.
I think they should. Well, actually, no, he's at 75 right now, so they're gonna have Uber momentarily. Gordulian is doing that same thing, jumping into water. No one sees him. Okay, now Bite has noticed that he's there, but not going to be able to chase him at all. Here comes the river push. Once again, Alo gets like knocked back by the sentry, but Hasten's on the point.
They're not even killing it.
Almost.
Yeah, they're not killing the sentry though. So this push is just gonna get completely stuffed by a Sailor Moon on the last. Just, I don't know. They didn't off of like nothing. They're just like, alright, we have Uber. They don't have Uber. We're just gonna run at them. And I don't know. We've overseen that from River as well. Like, not a lot of like diversity in these pushes.
Well, I think River push is generally the better one to make. But I think they were trying to do that thing again where they push from River and then a scout comes up from water and caps the point, and it almost worked, but Sailor Moon was able to get onto it at the last second. But
here's where the pause came in.
Yeah, here's where the pause happened.
Maybe that had something to play in it, you know? I don't see quite
It's definitely possible.
Why.
But here comes a really, really early pop from Docklets. Sailor Moon trying to walk right in. Elo gets a frag onto Audio, though. This Uber is not good at all. And now Psycho has a huge advantage. sXe is going to waste no time going right back into the mid. Big bomb from Gordulian jumping right up, forcing the scout out, even if he doesn't die. Bite goes down, Luna, yup. all the frags going down in favor of sXe. This is looking really good for them right now.
Oh, and Nas even finds Dazpuk super late in that and hasted. So the scout combo of sXe cleaning up or having those retreating players. This is
Yeah.
looking real bad for Bite, Luna, and Hadi. Just the respawners that have to try and hold off this push.
Oh, and Zeta gets them both with the nice little sticky trap, and it's just one scout versus the world. Gets one, but it's not going to be enough. That's 3-2 in favor of sXe.
That's so good from Zeta there. Just knew what he had to do as demo man, and he did it perfectly. Sticky traps do that, and now they kill you.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate to see that kind of early pop from Sailor Moon, but sXe capitalized it on very well. So, coming into this next mid, we have a bomb from Audio with a double jump. He's going to be in the enemy's elbow, but he's going to go down immediately to Nos. Didn't have any health. There's a flank going on from Alot. Not going to get anything. Yes, Nos takes out another with Luna. Luna, Docleps all going down.
Oh my god,
so
Lemon, the double pipe.
Lemon with the big frags salvages that mid for his team, killing Psycho. So we're going to have relatively even Ubers. But sXe is going to take this mid.
Oh, give his in. Look, he's all the way on last, actually poking it. Gonna back out of all the respawns here there, but that is ballsy.
Yeah, and Zeta's just hanging out in lobby as well, as he is wont to do. Very, very aggressive demo man style. But sXe is coming up onto the second point now. Sailor Moon decides they want to contest a little bit, and here come the scouts trying to deny the soldiers. Yup does go down, but Alot trades. Hasten down, Zeta down, Bite doing a lot of work, Nos down. So this is actually turning into a really, really great situation from Sailor Moon.
Yeah, really great helps onto the player. Just get him out. And
Oh,
what
but
can you
the
do about
flank from Gordulian takes down Docleps.
Gordulian rockets to salvage that for his team. Here's about a 70% Uber at for Nico to try and make the repush work. So I mean, they'll still get mid off of it, and they could try push sec they wanted to.
Yeah, it would be really, really risky to try and dry push this. It could work though. sXe has the ability to come in. They're finally posturing towards the big door, want to get out the aggression. They have all the Uber advantage in the world. Another pause, I believe, is taking place.
Love to see it. But yeah, you see, they're pushing big door. They have a soldier choke as well, trying to draw eyes. So hopefully their goal here is just to always get into mid without having to pop, or if they do have to pop, to kill the other medic. That's just how you have to be. And for someone who clearly knows, Blackbox is holding. So that's a little sketchy. You generally want to know you're at that massive disad and the team's gonna be pushing in. You probably want to be holding like back and choke or big door. Probably choke.
What I'm interested in right now with this upcoming push is, so sXe has rotated basically from the choke to the big door, and if you look at all the players on Sailor Moon right now, only Bite is looking near the big door, and the sight line that he has, he's in a really, really safe spot, but he has a very small sight line, so like he's not going to know that sXe is coming until they're right in, and you can see that the combo Hasten, Zeta, and Psycho are right there positioned, so I think that Sailor Moon has a good chance of getting caught out in a really bad way here. They have to try and focus to kill Psycho or get him to force that Uber, but they're not set up in the greatest position for it right now. They have the height advantage, so that might help them, but it's going to be a tall task.
Yeah, the flank of Sailor Moon just weirdly passive. You mentioned the soldier, and but also Luna just kind of chilling on awning Nelp. So I don't know. Yeah. Really, yeah. I mean, the idea would be that they're in before they're this, but I mean, if they peek big door now, they're probably just annihilated. In worse position.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, so far in this match, what players are sticking out to you the most, Ire?
I think definitely it's been really impressive to see Zeta. If anything, I haven't watched sXe much at all this season, but I have watched a game of Sailor Moons, and I think the players that are kind of missing for me here are Audio and Lemon. Like, they were, when I last watched them play against Taste the Secret, even though they lost pretty convincingly, those guys were making massive plays. They were stalling pushes. They were getting picks, and it just felt like they weren't really having that impact. And we saw flashes of it, especially with Lemon, like that double pipe on mid. He's super technically skilled. It's just it doesn't feel like he's really showing enough this game.
I mean, there's still time. It's a 3-2 game.
Definitely.
But it's
Yeah,
it's been
definitely.
moving so fast. I don't think there's been like a single like sustained stalemate with even Ubers. Um,
I
it's
think
just not
once.
happening. But I think the scouts for Sailor Moon have been doing really, really well. Yup and Luna have both made big plays. So has Nos. Nos has been showing up on the side of sXe. I haven't seen a lot of Hasten,
Yeah.
but it's hard to
Oh,
really. Oh,
unpositive.
on pause. Here comes the Uber
And
coming
actually,
in.
they're not even gonna try to milk it. They just pop straight into big, finding bite, but almost no one else to end. Yup. Oh, there's Duskblitz. Great
Wow.
chase from Zeta. Amazing stickies. You love to see it.
Yeah, that was really, really good. I was surprised to see such an early pop, and I don't think they needed to pop there. And Zeta
But they
could have
find the
still
medic, so it
gotten
doesn't
those
matter.
frags, but it's okay. Yeah, they made it work. Zeta went huge and really salvaged them and made that a great push. So now sXe is back in this river, the push that they're liking to do, but actually rotating towards lobby a little bit, maybe wanting to try a different push. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, there's a lot of routes you can take. You know, you can go through Shutter, you can pop through main, go river. Like, you can split it a lot more than I think they have been.
Here comes
And
Cordelian. He's back into water once again.
yeah, we'll have to see if he can. The soldier this time, Bite, is on the rim, just spam him out, so shouldn't be able to cause too much trouble. He's actually just going to back out.
And look at this Pyro Sentry
Oh, but now he's in
setup
with these
once
other
again.
soldiers.
Here comes the push through river. They got to take out this Sentry quick, but it's going
Bite
to be
goes
really
down on the
difficult with
point,
this
so that's their
Pyro.
main
But
point
the
presence.
point presence. 4 to 2.
As soon as Bite got cleaned up, they had no one who could easily drop down and stop point, so that's going to be a fourth round to sXe's. They just pull ahead in this game.
I mean, Sailor Moon's doing a great job of protecting that Sentry, but unfortunately, protecting the Sentry doesn't win the round.
Unfortunately.
So right now I'm watching Audio's going to do a little flank from drop down. Docleps immediately goes down to Zeta. Really nice pipes and Lemon as well. Gordulian dies. But here comes the flank from Audio. He's coming from drop down. No, he's immediately seen by Hasten, and he's going to have to back off. This mid is looking great for sXe, and only Bite alive at this point for Sailor Moon. So really, really convincing dominant mid from sXe.
There's where the pause went in. I think it seems like sXe lost comms, so maybe that could have had a part of it, but they still won the mid, so who knows.
Yeah, I mean, their DM's on point. They're making the plays. Zeta especially just leading the charge. He's kind of unstoppable right now. But here they are, once again in River. I feel like we've been here before. But
feel like we
Cordelia
have.
jumping into water. Oh, Alote's with him right now. Wait, but here comes the pop right now.
You straight
Okay,
in? Alright.
it's in. It's a heavy
The heavy
pyro.
and the sentry in that
Sentry
same
goes
point.
down. Look at all
Oh,
the
point,
players on the
point,
point.
please, please, please. Okay, there we go.
That was much. I like this better than the Pyro they had earlier, and it looks like they're going to be able to hold off this push. Only Zeta alive. I think the Heavy was a good investment for them, because the Heavy is able to jump down on the point and take down, like, the people on the point who were relatively low health. So Heavy's good for that kind of cleanup. And now Sailor Moon is going to be able to push right back onto this second. There's some stickies from Zeta, just a carpet right there. He's going to death them, as Lemon's going to be sticking up the choke, making sure they don't get through. And second does get capped for Sailor Moon Ire.
Yeah, it does. And they'll have to see if they can make anything off this. Like, they do have a lot of time left in it, so they have 12 minutes to try and take back this march. And it's only 2 point. Oh, they got up so early in Big Door. That's not great. Audio will trade with Cordulian on the flank. I don't really know what they were doing there. Like, look
Yeah,
how
I
big
mean,
it felt,
Hasten is on, or he was on Sniper. He's no longer on Sniper. But I was, maybe they did that because of the Sniper, but I don't know if they even knew
Maybe.
that Hasten was on Sniper. I don't think he peeked at all. But anyway, sXe is going to be pushing right back in. They have a huge advantage at this point, and Scout's going to be capping. Hasten and Psycho are coming into the big door pretty much uncontested at the moment. Zeta gets a good pipe onto Luna, so That's going to be even better for sXe. And yeah, Sailor Moon's going to be getting right out. And the aggression from sXe coming in, Hasten actually manages to pick up bikes, so that's really good from him. And that's going to be setting up sXe really well on this last push.
Yeah, it will, and we'll have to see if they've adopted their last hold anymore. XG has they just pop straight into the river. No one in water this time, so the point's a little more safe. And they really only find the sentry with that. The human sentry is still up. They have a heavy, and Lemon will clean up Hasten, trying to get onto the point. This is way better for Sailor Moon. A Gaload on the point! So close! Will Zeta try to do anything with Psycho? I don't think so.
No, he's just going to meet up with his medic.
Close call, though.
Yeah, good focus fire there from Sailor Moon. That push could have gone really, really badly. And I think that kind of, like, that push kind of reflects what I was saying near the beginning before the game started, where even though sXe had a huge advantage coming into that push, like...
Oh, and Gerdougan got the Force and River.
Oh, that's really, really good from him. Yeah, like, you have to have a plan for your Ubers. You have to make them, like, actually, like, serve a purpose. You know, you can't just pop and then expect the Uber to win the round for you. It's just 8 seconds of invincibility. You gotta have a purpose.
Yeah. And, we'll have to see. sXe come up on their Uber. Will their Uber have a purpose?
I hope so. You know, I think if I'm sXe right now, we're building this Uber. You got the advantage right now.
Oh, they have the heavy pushing left.
Ooh.
This is big.
I love it. I love heavy. Always a fan of the Putis. The Uber coming in through Shutter. That Sentry's doing a fair amount of work. Ooh, but here comes the frag. Fight and jump. Already down. Sentry down. Luna down. Audio down. And there we go. 5-2 in favor of sXe. If these were NA rules, it would be over right now. Or actually, is it? Is that how they play in South America?
Yeah, I guess they are winning the map 5. Alright, I didn't think about it. That, I guess, is the map. Try to dig out some logs.
Yeah, do you have logs? Could you link them?
Have them 1 second. I'm not sure if we'll be able to show them on stream, but... yeah, I think these are the logs.
Let's take a look at these
logs.
That's
the word casting. I don't know how that happened. There we go. And oh my god, Zeta. 442 DPM. Like, yeah, it's Gully Wash, but still, what the heck, man?
Yeah, sorting by damage. Zeta 442, 15 and 7. Elote with 20 and 8, 391. So really, really good from him. Looking at, I mean, scouts for Sailor Moon, like Luna was struggling a little bit more than I thought. I thought Luna was relatively high impact on some of those mids, especially, but went 7 and 12, 172 DPM. I mean, for Gully Wash, it can be hard to like break 200 sometimes as scout, especially because of like how stalematy it can get. But that game was not stalematy. One thing I want to point out is look at the frag differential between sXe and Sailor Moon. 82 frags to 48.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, something else interestingly is 100% win conversion on the mid fight.
Yeah, I mean there was not a ton of back and forth in that game. I don't think we had a single round that went from one last to the other. Maybe there was one, but I don't remember that happening. I'm looking at the heal spread right now for Psycho and Docleps. So Sailor Moon was more or less like they had a very even heal spread. Audio had the least with 16% heals, but Lemon had the most at 23. Like that's a relatively low percentage for your highest healed player. So they weren't really playing with any defined pocket role. And I think that may have hurt them a little bit. Now, if you look on the side of sXe, they didn't have a big pocket either, but their heal spread was a little bit more spread.
They didn't have a defined pocket soldier necessarily, but they definitely had a pocket scout. Nas taking only 12% heals, so We'll hurt him a little bit, but actually, interestingly, and maybe this is just me being ignorant, but I don't remember Nas playing Scout. I don't know if that's just for this match. I could have sworn he was starting on Samo? I don't know.
I think Nos is not primarily a scout main. I saw someone in chat earlier say something about
Yeah.
Nos on scout. So he plays demo
Yeah.
and he also plays scout. That's what we're hearing right now. But yeah, I mean the KDs on some of these Sailor Moon players, not the greatest.
Wait.
Audio went 7 and 18.
I
I
guess
don't
we're
know.
going to Logjam?
Logjam. Oh my god.
I thought we were going to Sunshine. Am I wrong?
I also thought we were going to Sunshine. Maybe they just are switching to the wrong map and they will
Let
go
me check
to
the match
Sunshine
page.
shortly. We're just going on a quick little field trip to Logjam.
Yeah, no, the match page says Sunshine.
Everyone get in the bus. We're going on a quick little field trip. We're gonna see the sights of Logjam. Everyone stay together with the tour group.
Don't stick your hands out the window.
Keep your arms and legs inside the cabin at all times.
Thank you. So I think we just need to get that sorted out on the server. But
I don't even know if I have Logjam downloaded.
I didn't.
I'm just stuck on sending client info right now. It's been here for over a minute now.
Yeah. It's been several years.
It's been several years. I don't remember a time that I wasn't on the sending client info screen.
Yeah, I think we're just sorting that out now.
Okay, we're going to Sunshine.
There we go. Look at that. The sun is shining again. No more logs.
The sun is shining. Everyone's feeling great. It's time for some TF2.
Is a log jam like when like a traffic jam but with logs?
A log jam, like it's like a sticky situation sort of thing. It's like when you're in a really difficult
like between a rock
position.
and a hard place.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, that's from my understanding
reasonable.
what a log jam is. But so 5-2 in favor of sXe on Gully Wash. I know they were the favorite team going in.
Mm-hmm.
Sailor Moon put up a fair fight. They, from what you said about the other Sailor Moon match you watched, I did not see that kind of scared play from them on Gully Wash.
Yeah, maybe it's just because they're not playing Taste the Secret, which, like, to be fair, I would be a lot more scared of Taste the Secret than of sXe. No offense, of course, but yeah, Sailor Moon, Taste the Secret, kind of just the favorites to win the whole thing, so understandable. But we are now into Sunshine. It's a very different map in complexion than Gully Wash. A lot more open, a lot more scout play that we're probably gonna see. But yeah, it's another staple map though. It's been around. Everyone knows it.
I think it's so funny that people like Sunshine is such a staple map now. I hear people referring to it as a classic. I remember playing when Sunshine was first coming out, when it was first put into ESEA. People hated this map. People thought this map was like the bane of their entire existence. And like the earlier revisions of the map, like definitely were not as good. It's come like a long, long way from that first season in ESEA. But man, people just heaped hate on this map. But now they love it. Everyone loves Sunshine now.
Well, I think most people like Sunshine now. It's definitely like it's never going to be on someone's like worst map in the pool, but I don't think it's many people's favorites either.
Yeah, I mean it's not my favorite map in the pool, but I think it's really good. It favors that like pocket scout playstyle. Scouts just have a lot of fun on Sunshine, and it's Banny's favorite map, so that means like every Banny fan, it's their favorite map also.
Yeah, that's how that works.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool, like, the terrain on Sunshine is really varied. You got a lot of slopes, a lot of varying height. The mid is really cool. You got the bell tower and the Tetris. Lots of places to jump around. Soldier on Sunshine can be a little rough sometimes, but that tower can help even things out a little bit. You can push through pretty much anywhere. You can push through choke, you can push through cafe, you can push through valley, and all of them can work. It's a pretty balanced map overall. Favors scouts, can be a little harder to be a projectile class,
Yeah,
but yeah,
I know people just don't like Soldier because of the uneven ground as well. Makes it a little harder to hit the
yeah.
splash.
Soldier
I
is. Oh, yeah, keep going.
no no go.
I was just gonna say Soldier is probably the hardest class to play on Sunshine. But what do
Mhm.
you think about predictions for Sunshine between these two teams?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes kind of similarly to Gully Watch. I think Sailor Moon definitely have a lot of potential here, but sXe are still definitely the favorites, and I think I didn't see anything on Gully Watch that would make me change that.
Yeah, overall, I agree. I would be expecting a similar kind of scoreline, like a 5-2-ish. Maybe a
Yeah.
5-1, because SXE was pulling a lot of momentum near the end. They started off a little shaky, a little unsure, but as time went on, they like really picked up the pace. I mean, it's gonna come down to these scout combos, I think. Yup and Luna, I was really like, I thought they both had really good moments. Um, Stat wise, the stats told a different story, I guess. But
Yeah.
from my perception, I thought they were both pretty good. Um, so I have hope that they can keep Sailor Moon competitive in this. But if SXE continues the trend that they're currently on, they should take this map pretty easily.
Yeah, that they should. And you mentioned Scouts. I mean, we'll bring it up again. It didn't seem to have much of an impact last map, but Nas, more known for his demo man, definitely can play Scout. I think is he established, but we're gonna have to see if he can, on a more Scout-centric map, really pull it up as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see Zeta play some more. Zeta's on fire tonight.
Mm,
Zeta, absolutely the star of Gully Wash, had a lot of great plays, just chased really aggressively. I mean, you would see on Gully Wash,
yeah,
SXE would take mid, and Zeta's just immediately positioned up in lobby, setting up these traps.
like forward traps. Yeah,
Yeah, and he just stays there too. He doesn't set the trap and back off. He's just chilling out in lobby. He's vibing. He doesn't care. He's not scared.
yeah, and I don't know. I kind of want to see more of that from Lemon because I know he can do that. He has that skill, a lot like Zeta does. It's just it seems like I don't know what it necessarily is, but he's just not feeling it maybe today.
Lemon had some. I mean, there was that great double pipe he had on one of those mids.
Hmm.
Um, so like he's got what it takes. I mean, everyone on Sailor Moon, like as far as individual skill goes, I think these teams are relatively evenly matched. From what
Hmm.
I could tell from that Gully Wash map, like neither team seemed to have a huge DM advantage. I mean, you can tell when there's a big DM differential, and that's not what I saw on Gully Wash.
Yeah, it seemed just more like teams just really struggled on their last holds, and so whoever won the mid was kind of able to push it that way. It seemed like once they got it on last, it was kind of over.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Sunshine will be a little bit better in that regard with the back and forth. Gully Wash, I mean, pushing out a Gully Wash last is not an easy task. And Sunshine, I mean, it's not like easy to push out of Sunshine last. It's not really easy to
Yeah.
push out of any last. But I think it's a lot more doable. And the fact that there are a lot of really good routes for getting back into mid, so I think we have the potential for some more back and forth.
Sunshine Last also just doesn't have that point pressure problem that we were seeing, at least to the same degree as Gully Wash. So
Yeah,
that
there's
if
no
that's an
water.
issue, that yeah, there's no like underneath the point flank or all the cheeky back cap spots you can have on Gully Wash. So it should be a little easier in that regard. But we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. We should be getting into this relatively shortly.
Sailor Moon just
I
readied up.
yeah, someone tried we're just waiting on sXe. I I don't know. I really think that this could be a super close match. Oh, and someone's discussion. Love to see it. Alright. But as I was saying, I think this could be a really close affair. It's just gonna come down to what kind of play we're seeing from both these teams.
My My favorite thing about South American TF2 is just seeing people spam ja 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 in the chat. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's the perfect. It's beautiful. I love it. Um, but yeah, hopefully Lemon is rejoining the server. So we should be going live relatively soon. Teams just running around, having a good old time, demon their hearts out, just playing the game.
Yeah, that they are. Everyone gotta get their warm up in, you know. That's what
Someone
it's for.
someone added me in chat, but I don't know what they're saying. I am simply a stupid American. I only speak
Yeah,
English. It's very unfortunate.
yeah, same. It's a little unfortunate. I keep checking the I keep checking like the FBTF Discord, and I'll see a message in Portuguese, and I'll just keep trying to read it.
If you just try hard enough, it'll end up making sense.
Yeah, I'm like trying to like sound out the words in my head. I'm like, I have no idea what any of these mean. Why am I doing this? Google Translate.
But Lemon is
But yeah,
back in the server, so we have 12. sXe just readied up, so Sailor
also,
Moon should be doing so. Oh, here we
yeah,
go.
there's the countdown. No baits this time. We're gonna be heading into the first mid-second map. CP Sunshine between Gully Wash, between Sailor Moon and SXE. SXE picked the first map. We're gonna have to see if Sailor Moon can bounce back in this first mid. Demoman getting there a lot faster on Lemon, but he went choke instead of going Valley, which is a little weird. No one actually taking the high ground on the bell tower. It's a little odd to see. Usually see Soldier get straight on there, but just for the time being, Yup gonna go down really fast, and Gordillion will find Dosplik. So all of a sudden, this mid has just swung right towards SXE, only losing Gordillion.
Yeah, I like that mid a lot from sXe. It was a little slow to develop, but they pushed under the point, which is a little unconventional, but it worked out really, really well for them. And Doglets is dead, Psycho's alive, so sXe is going to be able to get onto this second point for free if they will start capping. There we go. As Sailor Moon is starting to set up at last. They have the sniper from Luna just watching that upper left, and they have the sentry building built by Yup right outside of the spawn. Pretty conventional spot. Not my favorite spot on Sunshine. I think there are a lot of cool sentry spots on Sunshine, but really this one is just to guard against the dungeon push. But here comes the Uber right now onto Zeta. The sentry actually takes out Hasten, so proving me wrong. Sentry does go down. No point presence as of yet. Lemon's pretty low, 9 HP. Luna takes down Zeta. Psycho gets an arrow frag. Lemon, Audio, Doglep, Psycho, Elote, Nos, Fight, all down. Gordulian, only 2 or 3 people left alive. Or I think since a respawn, only Yup and Luna.
Yeah, Hasten was tied to the sentry gun as soon as the Uber push came in. Now he's the only one left. Just gonna be chilling on mid. They will get all their forwards, so that'll help at least. No risk of losing mid. And Ubers aren't even anyway. Especially because he's bomb straight in. Elote maybe thought they were a little closer, but he'll just pogo right on out of there. Oh, and Zeta gonna go down to a nice pick. And there's Lemon. There he is.
There he is. We knew he was there. We just had to wake up a little bit. Someone put the smell salts under his nose. He's way up now. But here comes the bomb from Audio. Really aggressive. This double soldier aggression. They do manage to take out Gordulian. Really good coordinated soldier aggression there from Sailor Moon. And they're going to pressure sXe all the way out of mid. They have a player ad, even Ubers, but I think they can, you know, they're going to build up this Uber and they're going to take it forward relatively smoothly, I'd hope.
Yeah, just only cast a little advantage on Dosplik, but I don't think they're even aware of it. Won't blame them. And yeah, and this is, I think, like the first kind of time we've pumped the brakes this whole match.
Yeah, I would like, now it's time for the more cerebral TF2 to take place. Plan out your push. Got this peeking through choke. All the spam in, and here comes the soldier. Jumping right in. Not gonna get anything.
Yeah, Psycho was really safe there. Not gonna find anything. Gordulion going right at the counter sack. Not gonna find anything more than Audio did. And that's just TF2 sometimes. I'll have to see. Will any off classes come up?
The classic 3-2 roamer bomb. Just send your roamer in. See if he gets something. If he doesn't, oh well. No off
Send him
classes.
in again.
Send him in again. Infamous tag bomb.
Such is Romer.
Such is Romer. It's a hard life, the Romer,
Yeah.
but oh so rewarding. Let's see. Sailor Moon aggressing a little bit on the choke once again. Yup, trying to peek a little bit, maybe bait out some aggression into Lemon's waiting stickies.
Yeah.
Watching Valley is Luna.
Cordelia.
Ooh, where's Godulan?
He was picking Valley, but oh, there's the bomb. Super high from the Red Soldier. They're not gonna find anything. Will audio. Let's see the counter sack coming. Probably from Gordulion through Valley. There he goes. He's off the wall. Yup went down in the meantime. And Gordulion will actually manage to force this time.
Yeah, as long as Psycho can keep with that Uber, Nas takes down Bite. This is a really well executed push from sXe so far. They lost a couple. Oh, look, there's a back cap on the way though. Is he gonna get out?
Ooh, and audio will block mid. And even manages to get a Psycho, won't get the force. Oh, the demo man's here to block. They manage to actually
Luna
get back
takes
up.
it.
Luna! He's going
Luna's
all
gonna
the
go
way
straight
back to
through.
last.
He's trying to
He'll
fight
meet
Eloth.
Eloth though. And oh, he's so hurt. Yeah, we'll clean him up.
Woo.
Great play from Luna though. Really salvaged that situation.
Yeah, really good from him. I was just complimenting sXe's push into mid. It was looking really good for them, but yeah, you gotta watch that flank. I think he came through Cafe. Yeah, so sXe capping mid once again. Sailor Moon holding on their second. Hasten's already in. Wants to get that aggression. Audio gets
an audio
into Cafe.
big crunch.
Really good from him, and gets another frag. Hasten takes him down, but that's gonna slow down sXe quite a bit. 100% advantage in the favor of Sailor Moon.
It is really great from audio. Finally had to kind of turn up, just finding the input on the flank. Sometimes you just get really hard stuck as Romer, but maybe took a second to breathe in, just get his team, and we'll have to see and actually leverage this Uber advantage on us. We've seen both teams struggle with that a little bit.
Yeah,
Converting
we can see
these
this
ads.
Valley push being set up by Sailor Moon, but here comes Gordulian. He gets the force, but Lemon takes him down with a nice pipe. But they got a lot of ground to cover right now. Psycho at about 75%, and sXe is gonna get out very easily. Just chilling, just vibing.
Yeah, this is classic leapfrog TF2, and Hasten finds two big frags. Bite and Lemon gonna go down. Nas will find audio as well, so not even having to use converting onto mid. It's great play from sXe.
Yeah, really clean. The scouts from sXe turning up on Sunshine, putting in a lot of work. Hasten definitely showing up a lot more on Sunshine than he did in Gully Wash, but here comes sXe pushing through the choke. Sailor Moon's very passive right now. They don't even want to try and contest. At a bit of at 30% disad, they're going to be getting even Uber soon, so it's not going to be a straight into last push. Yup is already on the engineer, Luna on the sniper. This is the sentry's in a different spot. I like this spot a lot. But here comes the push immediately.
Through. The sentry's still up, and finally gonna go down. The edge will switch off, but no frags found is not great for the Super. Seems like the last holds here a lot more solid than they were on Glywash. Nas will trade with Gordulion, and although it's just trading 1-for-1 so far, soldiers and for a soldier and a demo man. So this last push is like still half happening, but not really.
And yeah, sXe wants to come back in. No, they're not going to, but maybe yes they are. Eloth had a really good bomb, had an opportunity to get Doc Leps. I think he flicked his mouse a little bit, and the rocket just like went 10 feet to the right. So a little bit unfortunate there. Hard to hit those rockets under pressure, but now we're gonna reset about even Ubers. The sentry going up by Yup in the same place. Luna's on the Pootis now. No more sniper. As sXe is setting up, Bite goes down, so that's going to be the opportunity. Hasten is in. They do see
actually
him.
Have a really slight Uber advantage. I don't think we were aware of it, but if they decided to push there, that could have gotten real hairy. sXe will manage to. Yeah, he got the sentry before the Uber's even been used. They have a lot present to sXe, and again, they just haven't had to use the Uber at all. Sentry's getting spammed out once again. Are they gonna commit to this or not?
Without
Really hard to
Zeta,
tell. Oh yeah, Zeta and
Zeta's a
Gordulian
big
goes
force for
down.
them. So I think as soon as Zeta died, that was the push called off, and that's going to give Sailor Moon an opportunity to try and get onto second. sXe's not going to want to give it up easy. Got both teams have
They just
100% Uber.
Yeah, they just tried to go halvesies there, and I'm not sure why. They had a lot of space spamming the sentry gun. Normally that would be a trigger to push, but so they're gonna retake a lot. Ooh, big rockets onto Dustflex. It goes into 30 HP. Actually doesn't pop.
Yeah, sXe taking this lobby once again. Sailor Moon had to back off. And now we have the Luna Sniper, Yup NG, the Sentry a little bit more back. Nos and
Oh, but Nas and
Cordelia both
Cordelia.
die. A sack maybe?
Oh,
Audio's
and
in.
Blue. Audio got the
Oh,
force.
Audio
So
got the force.
2 down, and the Uber popped. It's not great for sXe. They're gonna have to try and find Dosplex as they push forward here. Which, please do push forward, by the way.
Yeah, Sailor Moon has a great opportunity right now. They should be on the move. That's something that Sailor Moon I think struggled with on Gully Wash as well. Is just the transition of like when they have a big advantage, just starting to move. Once they start moving, they're generally pretty fast, but it takes a while for them to decide. There's a really
Up
early
straight through
pop
the
out of Shutter.
Big bomb from Lem. Psycho's so cut out. And he will go down. Hasten as well. So this is a great push out blast for Sailor Moon. Losing Bite and Luna. So this fight is actually still going on. Dosplex has to dodge. And he will very successfully. Gordleon going down till the end of it.
Yeah, Sailor Moon's gonna cap up that second once again. I was questioning the early pop out of Shutter. Didn't really think it was that necessary, but they killed Psycho. Everything's okay. Coming in through choke, having a good old time is Sailor Moon aggressing onto this mid. sXe wants to aggress a little bit. Nos is hanging around by Cafe, but no, he's gonna get out. And this is going to be the mid going over to Sailor Moon, but maybe Zeta has something to say about it. No, he's gonna back. Ooh, here comes a jump from nope, he's out. Zeta picks up Audio. He bombing the joke.
I'm not sure. Oh, Hasten actually almost just ran into them. No fear.
No fear. We are still at 1-1, by the way. It has been 12 minutes. Zeta goes down and the Uber forced. So Psycho is almost at Uber at 90% right now. Gordulian takes down Audio, trades for his own life as Sailor Moon's getting onto the second point. Yup takes down Nos as well. So now only 3 players alive for sXe. Nos is spawning in 2. Here comes the Uber onto the second point and getting some frags. Hasten goes down, Psycho goes down, Lemon goes down. So things not looking great for sXe right now. This might be the round going over to Sailor Moon if they can get into this blast quickly. And here they come.
Luna's just in alone. Nas will clean him up. So, not coordinating that aggression well enough. Gonna relegate them to second, I think.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. I thought that was a really good opportunity for Sailor Moon. Yeah, sure, some spawns did come in, but I think with some more coordinated aggression, like you're saying, they could have easily taken that round and made this 1-0.
Yeah, it definitely had the potential to just a little bit off on the execution. Still a great opportunity though, as they will be setting up to push into lobby and last at some point. So yeah.
Looking at the sXe defense, you got Nos building the sentry, building it up to level 3 in the same spot that Sailor Moon just had it at, pretty standard spot. Building Uber with Hasten at 70% right now. Docleps is at 82%. And no other off classes on the side of sXe. Looks like they want to try and hold this pretty aggressively to be able to move quickly. Sailor Moon is working their way into lobby ever so slowly. And they're still just hanging out right outside of Shutter. Pretty passive. Honestly, I would expect them to be a little bit more forward than this. Maybe this is kind of what you were talking about a little bit. Playing scared. Audio goes down though, and Luna as well. Was that a sack wave?
Was it a double sack? I mean, do you just accidentally feed twice and call it a double sack?
2 players die. It was a double sack.
Probably.
It was intentional. Always.
We meant. Oh, Gordulian gonna go down as well. So that with alone also being invalid, kind of doing nothing. Yeah. Doesn't seem like sXe making much forward traction.
What's
And
gonna go
oh, he'll
down?
finally go down in lower. Really late death. I wouldn't be surprised to see a counter sack off of Sailor Moon here. They could also just decide to go in.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I mean, sXe doesn't have a sentry anymore. Uh, Nos switched off, so it's a full standard lineup from both sides. Load spawns now, and Sailor Moon's still hanging out in lobby. I'd like to see a push from them. I'd like to see them try it. You know, just it's still 0-0, just hanging out. Much more stalemating on Sunshine than it was on Gully Wash, which is not something you usually see.
I feel like it's almost just both teams have the last holds down so much more. We're not seeing the just you win mid and then you win last eventually gameplay that we're actually seeing defenses hold.
Yeah, they seem more comfortable on Sunshine. Audio comes in.
Zeta,
Zeta
nice
takes
fight.
him out. Say goodbye. Going to the respawn. But that sentry is back up. sXe aggressing a little bit, taking control of this lobby once again. Sailor Moon doesn't have it, gave up that ground. Bite's doing his best to spam out through the door, but not getting a ton done. Luna's back on the sniper, so they're going to try to work him through a pick from him. Gordulia has gone spy, the speed, the sneaky man.
I don't know if he's just checking
No,
classes.
he's walking through dungeon right now.
There he is. He has managed to get out undetected, so that's kind of the hard part. Now it's all about just timing and Bill's luck. He's hit the uncloak. No one spotted just yet. Oh, that's tragic from Cordelia. And Luna will go down at pretty much exactly the same time.
Unlucky. He had a good opportunity there. I think he cloaked back a little bit too far. Trying to play it safe, but...
It can work, but, you know, you just... It's one of those things by where it's almost a little bit of luck where...
Oh,
you know,
definitely.
someone just has to not turn around or have some weird movement. It's just how it is. No one, all the off classes now off the field besides the engineer. And Hasten now picking up the sniper on sXe.
See if he can shoot some heads. I'm going to go over to his cam, actually, see what he's up to. He's
super passive over on the right side.
He's back on the scout once again.
Oh.
So Hasten denying me my beautiful headshot. Thank you, Hasten.
Unfortunate. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of snipers in anything vaguely like offensive this game. They've mostly just been sitting like passive at a spawn door or whatever. And Audio will go down trying to push the lobby. Luna will trade out onto a lot, so 1-for-1 trade should allow sXe to push back into the lobby if they wanted to, but it doesn't look like they're going to take the ground.
Yeah, if I was sXe at this point, I would be saying, all right, they don't really want to push.
Here's the thing, sXe could just round timer this, because there's 450 left on the round timer. It favors them to just time that out. I hope not too, but yeah, I mean, you're playing to win.
Yeah, this is some high stakes TF2. Everything's on the line for these two teams right now. Nos is building a teleporter, so we'll have a quick teleport from one side of last to the other, which actually can be useful. I'm not going to go so far as to say it's a bad thing to do. Why not if you're going to be waiting here? We got the battalion's backup for a load, see if they can make anything from that. I love the battalion's backup. We have an offensive heavy on the side of Luna.
We saw this once on Gully Wash, and it works absolutely beautifully for sXe. So we'll have to see if they can make it work. Sunshine would say it's not as good on just because it's so large of a last. But we're seeing this Super Exchange come out. Pretty much nothing happening except the Sentry going down. But there's dueling on any going down to Bite. Hezon did find the Demo Man as well, so this last push looking very poor for Sailor Moon, but it won't stop them from just going back in with this heavy. Point presence now being played. The scouts have to rush on to stop. They got a lot of cap time. It could work. It's so close. Just the medic on point has to stall. He can't do it.
1-0.
Round the way of Sailor Moon.
I liked that Sailor Moon last push. I was watching them rotate to lobby, and I was like, oh, they're just gonna come back in, and it's gonna work.
Yeah. And they managed to get that heavy so close to point that he was really threatening anyone trying to block it. So that's when you want to see the heavy on the last push. You know, it just works.
Yeah, coming into this next, Gordulian's very, very fast. Gets a nice rocket onto Lemon, takes him down to 68 health. He's going to have to be healed up, and that's going to put some pressure on Sailor Moon. On this mid, a double Soldier Bomb trying to take out Psycho. He dodges as much as he... But Doc Leps also goes down to the Gordulian bomb, the rocket. Only Luna alive on the side of Sailor Moon. sXe is going to take this mid convincingly, but
That's
with no
the
medic.
wipe. Yeah, I mean, that's the one saving grace for Sailor Moon, but in the end, it's not an advantage, it's just even.
Yeah, it's, so they're gonna get mid. I would like to see sXe try to convert around here, not play so passive. It's been 20 minutes and we're at 1-0, so, you know, it looks like we're gonna be going the full 30 minutes here. Alot gets the pickaxe kill onto Audio, really nice from him. Playing
traded that
Minecraft.
bite though. Oh, and Zeta was really far forward in Cafe, gonna go down, just completely alone. So 2 big picks off for sXe, as Sailor Moon will try to just dry push this through choke, and it looks like it's gonna be going pretty well for them. Nas gets picked. So good, just recontest onto mid. Oh, Gordulia!
The big
massive.
Bomb. That was a beautiful bomb. He came in so fast, no one saw him. Right onto Doc Leps. That was a statement he just made.
Yeah, it was an exclamation mark to end that one. And, yeah, punctuation joke. Psycho now gonna be caught up on his Uber. Just, I'm surprised they're playing so far back on second, but like, guys, let's get a move on.
Let's go. No
just gonna go through
waste.
Valley, and I'm not sending pretty much anyone choke. There we go. Now Gordulian and Luna tried to go for a sneaky in Cafe. Not gonna manage to do.
Luna and Audio down.
Losing 2 for Demo Man, it's not great though.
Well, it's just the fact that sXe.
Oh my god, that big Ultra Bomb! How did Gordulian not find any of them? That's unfortunate. There's the Uber.
Now look, Doc is already at 85%. They went so slow.
Dotplex.
Oh, but
everyone else on his
juggled.
Everyone else on his team went shutter. Dotplex went lower.
Not like this. Very, very unfortunate. You
Bite managed to clean up onto Psycho, but with everyone on the team dead, guys, you get onto last, please.
Yeah, only 2 spawns. This is their time. Gotta go though.
Will
one more spawn
sXe choke it? They got a scout on the point. Trading it with the up. Yeah, it will.
Okay. 1-1.
That was, considering they wiped on second, it's a little closer than I would have liked to see, but sXe will equalize the rounds 1-1.
Yeah, gotta move quickly. They have all this ground to take, and you know they're not moving.
You can
quickly.
leave a scout to cap.
Yeah, just gotta go. I'm watching Lemon on this mid, standing on, I don't even know what that's called really, but he's taking a lot of damage. Gonna have to back off. We can see a high bomb here from Radio trying to fight the roamer in the valley area. No frags as of yet. Gordulian is the first one to go down to Yup. Doc Leps though down to Alot. Audio Alot. Lemon dead. So it's 4v3 right now. Psycho and sXe have a very strong advantage. Fight is dead. They're trying to get onto Psycho and they do get him. Yup. With the big scatter. Gets him. So it's going to be another full wipe from Sailor Moon. But they once again get Psycho. If Sailor Moon can start playing more aggressively, can start moving faster, they can take advantage of how slow sXe has been playing and kind of surprise them and take this 2 back.
Yeah, they can, and you know, it seems like just sXe, they've really found their footing on this map. You know, they look way more comfortable on these mid, and just been rolling forward now into lobby eventually. They're actually not even pushing lobby, just Gordulian peeking now. And we'll confirm that it is basically empty, so ground taken. It's even overs because of that salvage onto Psycho, so I wouldn't see anything too crazy, I'd expect.
Yeah, we have that classic Yup and Luna, Yup on NG, Luna on Sniper, and sXe, they're hanging out in lobby, they're on the stairs, putting some stickies up, just chatting, just vibing, putting some sprays on the floor, as one does.
Can't actually see the sprays, unfortunately.
Yeah, very unfortunate. I'm sure they are engaging, entertaining, and family friendly.
Yeah, all my favorite adjectives.
Yes, the best ones, really. The sentry, very interesting spot.
Oh,
Nos goes
Luna.
down. Luna domes him. Look at the sentry spot
Nah.
from Yup. Do you see this?
Yeah. Oh, audio finds nothing in the counter sec. Okay. Where's this? I hear it. Oh,
It's yeah, it's hanging
it's
on the back
camouflaged.
on like that boiler.
Oh,
Oh, the
Red
Uber gets
gonna get
popped.
forced by Gordulion.
They
The
get
sentry
2
did not
frags.
deny that bomber whatsoever. So I don't know. I think that was a double sack.
Yeah, 2 people died.
Yeah,
Double sack. Sure.
double sack.
Why
I mean, they
not?
got the Uber though.
Zeta kills audio with some nice stickies. So this is a good opportunity for sXe. They got the offensive heavy on Gordulian, and they could make
Yeah.
this push. I don't like how far back they're holding right now. I think they should be
Oh, they
taking
have
this
the
round.
offensive heavy again. You
Yes.
love to see it.
The Russian man makes all your dreams come true, but he's just kind of
Yeah.
chilling out. The Uber
Yeah.
is popped. Can they make anything work? They're surprised by this sentry. They did not see that
Got out
coming.
by it.
It does go
Briefly.
down. Psycho
Zeta
died.
had to turn. Zeta had to like 180 to kill that sentry by spawn and just get shot in the back because of it. So I mean, I guess it worked.
Innovative. Really.
Benny, take notes.
Benny, take note. He never would have thought of a thing like that. Doesn't have the brain of these players. As
Really doesn't.
Sailor Moon capping this second point once again. Gonna have a huge Uber advantage, about 90%. So they're gonna be making their way into the valley. See if they can make anything work. This valley push has worked for both teams several times so far. So I think it is the right choice for them. And sXe has like a nice positioning right now to try and deny it.
Like, there's so much spam going into Valley.
Yeah.
Even the scouts spamming their rap assassin. Oh, but despite all that, Gordulian gonna go down, trading with audio by Nas. So, I don't know. I mean, they're gonna eventually make the super ad option, not have to pop, which is great for them. And maybe they might even be fast enough to take this on to second. I'm not sure.
I mean, so
Psycho's
Psycho's
on
at
85%,
80%, so it's
nah.
gonna be an even Uber trade. I think they could still go though. Just have the trade. Just go for it.
They could go for the exchange, but I think they would almost be okay with just not, because keep in mind as well this round time is 4 minutes 1-1, so they might just say they want a golden cap.
I mean, okay, so like if there's a golden cap, Sailor Moon has mid
I
right
hope
now.
I hope not.
So why would you want to risk it? Like you have mid control.
They could just time out so that they can't lose the round though.
That's true. I think that might be what
Audio
they're doing.
sax
Audio does go
goes down.
Is he gonna come up on what if he comes up on heavy? And they just
Will he?
they just
I don't think
can't
Heavy pushing second is a thing.
I mean anything can be a thing.
can
But
be,
Alok
but should it?
goes in. He dies. Oh, but Dot touch rocks the Gordulian bomb once again. He makes it work. And sXe back onto mid. They have to kill Luna. They do, but he does get the force. So Psycho pops the Uber. Audio does go down. They need to finish capping mid, and if they want to push forward, they absolutely can.
Yeah, they absolutely could here. And we'll manage to cap mid. Big bomb in. Didn't find anything though. Zeta not managing to find his target, unfortunately, but they will trade with Lemon, so all is well. Hasten's gonna find Bite as well, so I don't know. It's not looking too great.
The server has just let us know that map voting has finished. The next map will be CP
Logjam.
Logjam. So thank you for that. Really important information as there are already people on last.
Oh, but I got the damage.
Okay, what?
Point just got kept.
I was too busy
Why?
making my logjam joke and I just missed players running onto the point. That's what you get for trying to be funny.
In 2020?
Never make jokes. It's bad. Alright, so 2-1 with 2 minutes remaining. Sailor Moon's going to have to pull out something big. They're going to have to go all out aggressive. But that's what I want to see on this mid. I want to see them go right in. But it looks like sXe is honestly the more aggressive team at this point. They're playing a little scared. Finally, that's Bite going to jump in. But Bite and Audio both down. Elote down. Gordulian down, so no soldiers on either side. But
Dospex
dies. That's not going to be good.
Yeah.
If they can't get Psycho there, the game is basically over. Yeah, and they
Oh, big
cleaned.
flank though from Lemon. He's candying up the whole team. No, he
Oh,
can't.
he tried. But that looks like, unless some miracle happens, sXe just kind of logs off the server. That
Mm.
might be it for Sailor Moon in this match. Current score 2-1, minute and a half. It's possible mathematically. It's possible.
It's possible, but is it probable?
It is not probable, but
Especially with SSC, this full Uber ad. Nah, yeah, 1 minute now. I don't think it's gonna happen.
why are they
We'll
setting
just
up
have to
on
see if
last? What's the
SSC
point?
can.
Why are you
We'll have to
building the
see if.
sentry?
Well, they don't want to concede the third.
I mean, but what's even the point though? If it's like your only chance to win this game is to just push, so defending last is almost useless at this point. Sentry
Yeah, but
goes
you
down.
gotta, you know.
I
How
guess
do you
so.
find Hasten on the point? They're trying to find the first round. There is no way that sXe can give this up at this point. And it's just kind of a DM fest as we have entered the garbage time.
The Garbo time. And the final pickaxe killed the
And the
last
third
humiliation.
round was found.
3-1.
Will they get to mid in time?
Yes, I think they'll get to mid in time. Zeta kills himself with his sticky bombs, so he won't be coming to mid. But Levin's there. He's doing his darndest. One player has already logged off. GG's being thrown out in the chat, and that's going to be the game. 3-1 in favor of sXe on Sunshine. Map 2. Map 1, W Wash was 5-2 in favor of sXe as well. So they take both maps. GG, well played. And let's look at some logs.
Yeah, that is true. We do have some luck. And, I don't think anyone was leading quite as much as they were on Gully Wash, but still, Elut and Zeta topping the DPM charts as we've seen them do continually throughout this. Lemon, not far behind, he really woke up. Yup as well. Fighting the good fight for Sailor Moon, but just not able to outshine these sXe players.
Yeah, Zeta struggling more. He did some decent damage, but went 6 and 11. Luna stepped it up a lot, I thought, went 21 and 12. Nas went 25 and 10. Hasten went 27 and 9. So Hasten, especially, really putting in all the work. The scouts, every scout I think played pretty well. But unfortunately for Sailor Moon, it was not enough. It was just sXe had a lot of weaknesses to take advantage of. But Sailor Moon just really wasn't able to convert it. They rely a lot on their set last defenses and just too defensive. I thought
Yeah,
both teams really.
and I mean, to be fair, that first round was so much of the game. Like, it was what, a 20-minute first round?
Yeah,
18 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah, and so we saw that when SXE when Sailor Moon actually took that round, it was a fight. It was a slog. But once SXE got the wind under their sails, it was all downhill from there.
I think after that 2-1 happened, I think Sailor Moon kind of checked out a little bit. Maybe gave up. I don't know what happened in their mumble, but maybe some sad gamers.
Yeah, it could definitely be some sad gamer time. But I know what time it is. It's time for us to go.
It is that time. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any shout outs you want to give?
I'll shout out to Eleanor. I don't know if she's watching right now. She said she would, but I don't know if she's actually watched the whole thing. But if you are, that's cool. Keep doing what you're doing. But that's about all I have.
I would say shout out to Zolak for producing tonight. We loved him. He's going to be doing some of the upcoming Portuguese casts today or tomorrow and the day after. You can see the details for that on TF2 right now. And also, shout out to Caleb for coming out and casting with me today at the last minute. He'll be casting again in not long from now, I think an hour and a half, if I'm not mistaken.
I hope
Over on
it's at 11 and
Fireside
not
Casts.
10:30. I need to eat dinner.
It's an hour and a half, so
Okay, that's
I think
good.
you got time. Yes. That'll be over on Fireside Casts. Follow them. It'll be RGL Div 1. But yeah, that's going to be all from us at CappingTV. Be sure to follow, like, subscribe, ring the bell. all that, join our Discord, cappingtv.com/discord, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Good night.